Joining us right now, former Houston mayor, gubernatorial candidate Bill White. Mayor White, welcome to Houston's Morning News. What a pleasure it is to have you with us this morning.
Great to be with you.
Let's talk a little bit about Rick Perry and the way this guy campaigns. You've had a firsthand look at it. You think his chances for president in 2012 are pretty good?
I think his chances in the primary are pretty good. He's a smooth professional politician who's had about 30 years of practice, and he takes a lot of polls and does focus groups to see what he has to say to get elected.
Does he have any dirty tricks? I mean, you would know those.
Well, dirty tricks. Truth doesn't matter too much for him, but that's been part of American politics for a long time. I mean, folks remember the last governor's race where he said the state budget was in great shape, and then I told people it wasn't, and we're going to have to make some hard choices, and we find out that we wound up cutting public education more than 12%,
so
despite the fact the state's economy hadn't gone down by 12%.
So do you think will he say whatever it takes to get elected? Will he lie?
Sure,
Will he lie, or is he just kind
of
the
lie is a strong word when somebody says the state budget is in great shape, and then it turns out to be, in one of the worst shapes of any states in the country. You can apply your own description to that.
Mayor Bill White, former Houston Mayor Bill White, joining us here this morning. Mayor, I'd like you to hang on if you would, please, because I got to ask you about the red light cameras.
Sure.
This was something that came to fruition on your watch, and I'd love to get your thoughts today as we find out that they will be taken down. Former Houston Mayor and gubernatorial candidate Bill White joining us here this morning.
Now, back to Matt Patrick and your morning news.
KTRH News Time is 8:52, and joining us for former Houston Mayor Bill White, gubernatorial candidate Bill White, the last guy to lose to Rick Perry. And Mayor, it's great to have you on here this morning. Certainly appreciate your time. Red light cameras going to be taken down. Just voted yesterday. Was this? Do you think this was the right choice by the citizens of Houston to take these cameras down? You worked awful hard to get them up there.
Yeah, well, when I ran for mayor, I had so many citizens complain about people running red lights. I didn't have any particular agenda. I just looked and asked people and law enforcement all over the country, what is a fiscally conservative way to approach this? It would cost over $200,000 a year if we had 24-hour coverage of police on one intersection, and that'd take them off robberies and burglaries. So the best way is just to take a picture, and it worked. It worked because where we put the cameras up, then...
Why do you think so many people voted to take them down, then? I mean, if everyone is excited about the safety, I mean...
It sort of beats me, but I can say that when I was mayor, the city council was overwhelmingly in support of it, and the organized effort against it, there was an organized effort against it, which I can understand, and it was financed by some of the criminal defense attorneys who, I mean, if you have a photograph, then it's pretty hard to, go in and claim that, get somebody off a ticket.
Former Houston Mayor Bill White joining us here this morning. And Mayor, I want to thank you for taking the time. It's good talking with you, and I hope that as we go further into the election here, the election season, that you and I get a chance to talk a little more about Rick Perry and his campaign. Thank you, sir, for joining us this morning.
Yeah, and tell you, and I hope we get a little bit more rain, don't you, Matt?
Absolutely.
It was nice last night.
Boy, it sure was, and it's been raining this morning as well. Yeah, it is certainly good to see. It's a blessing, no doubt about it.
Take care.
Thank you, Mayor. We sure appreciate it.